a participant from last year's playoff thing rolling. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Miami's offense will have first crack at this one. Looking to pass. It's Coates. The second play of the drive from the 36. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job.
34 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Canes are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Coates. Got the quick pass. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Now sliding to his left. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Demon Deacons offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in...
That's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Now on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Canes will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Coates. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd and goal for this offense. A design run for the quarterback. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is, a comeback could be in the cards.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Coates. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets out.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted for the
That time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Coates. He's got it down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this off...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Canes.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Coates. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Spangler. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Canes moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Slams it ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Coates. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Wake. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
A really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback. And when he throws it, go break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. Crosses the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the ground with the back. It's Spangler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to South Alabama. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Coates. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. He wants to change this route. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking for space, it's Thomas. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Moses. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On his way from around the 50. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea. Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got...
For coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll try the run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They go to the draw. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looking downfield, it's Moses. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Running back searching for a hole. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Spangler. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Snags it over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. From the gun. Looking to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Moses. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting